It is time to hear from Mr. Prashant Kumar of TEC regarding the testing and certification of IoT ecosystem in India. Over to you, Mr. Prashant Kumar, DDG-MRA TEC.
Thank you, Arindam, and thank you, Stanla, and Deepak, Dale, and Bob, Lauren. It's really a very good, inspiring, wonderful session. I may be slightly taking you to the public policy perspective about this testing and certification. It's a little bit relaxing, not deep into the technical, but it is very essential. One should, I think, everybody should understand what is the Indian strategy, what is that government is thinking about, what's the really societies are actually talking about the technologies. See, basically, in the public policy perspective, a certification is not about the just technology. Can you please go to my first idea? It is not just about the technology. It is a promise. It's a promise to for the use safe of technology for Homo sapien in emerging societies. See, like in today's homeoeconomic society, telecommunication technology has become a cardinal threat in ambitiously emerging civilizations. As a public servant, like nudging public policies and emerging great civilization in an emerging great civilization, it's not possible without data acquisition through IoTs and telecom technologies. Telecom technologies are changing the civilizations from homo economicus to the homo socio-economic by connecting people and things intelligently. My question here to the forum is, like audience is, how can we sustain such societies without standards and conformity assessment? So what is the government thinking? What is the really social thought about this? That I just take you deep inside into this, little deep dive into this topic. We all know what is, I think, Ms. Lauren has given a good idea about what is conformity assessment, and then it gives a confidence. So I just don't want to emphasize much on that. But as a public policy professional, our focus is on protecting and providing the services and goods to the last man without discrimination. Coming to the China Taipei experience, I think we all know that like testing and certification, they have used this niche area of conformity assessment as a guerrilla strategy to become a global leaders. I think we all know this. So coming to IoT technologies, there are a lot of intricacies and complications in the testing of IoTs. I would like to leave some challenges to my previous speakers too. Like the biggest challenge in this today's technology is, sometimes people used to say like, everything is technology. Today is everything is software. So this softwareization of the products. Example, I would like to give you a small challenge. Softwareization is affecting the scope of regulators. Basically, I'll just throw a small, a smart camera. Somebody, was used to see the faces, just record a video. But today, without any conformity assessment, without any assurance of any certification, the same is measuring temperature. The same camera is being used as a thermo camera. So a same camera is counting and same camera is doing your face recognition. Right? It is just, device has not changed. Device is certified for some specific purpose. Just because I have used some other software in my server, it is altogether becoming a new device, some other device. So who will be responsible for giving security, safety, and more of accuracy of that particular device? So these are some challenges that really has been bothering governments. So can you please take me to the next slide, please? So actually, my other area is like a metamorphosis in testing and certification. There's a lot of changes happening. The emerging technologies are redefining the testing as a process of continuum. Actually, we have to come up with a national strategy. What is my national strategy to really bring this test ecosystem into the country? See, it is no more just the virtualization and softwareization of devices, including devices, not only networks. It is being a challenge, my challenge is like onboard deployment of test tools. It's not just only, okay, it's good. We have one M2M, somebody has tested it. But today, because of the rapid change of applications and rapid change of technologies, there should be onboard deploying test tools to continuously, it's a continuum. So really, my idea is like we should have a national strategy to really dream and realize the $5 trillion Indian economy. Telecom is a pivotal sector, and the niche area, this conformity assessment certification will be a cardinal thread to accelerate such growth in any sector, especially in telecom sector. So in government of India, like we have an ambitious plan to really support the industry to bring up in every area of testing and conformity assessment. So to meet such demand in the industry, TEC has started an ambitious scheme called Conformity Assessment Bodies Designation Scheme and mutually recognition agreements. We have a MRA with Singapore, and we are attempting to go ahead with many countries, and somebody can want to help us in this area, they're welcome. And this conformity assessment body scheme is something that we encourage any kind of CAPS, conformity assessment test bodies. They want to come, we test them, we see their efficiency and recognize them as and designate them as our franchises to test on behalf of TEC. And ultimately we issue the certificate. So, and then our answer to this is like, my national strategy again is like, where is the compliance for the ecosystem to realize such big a dream of $5 trillion economy to handle it? It is only PPP way, that is the CAP designation scheme. That is the answer that we are actually implementing. So with this, I would like to drive you to a little bit more deep into this. Can you please take me to next slide, please? I'm not able to see the slide. I'm not able to see the slide. Can you please do something?
Oh, we can see the slide.
Thank you. I got it now. Yeah, thank you. I got it. Yeah. So the national strategy that we have is, see, the policy that TEC is, any government for that matter. See, as a government organization, as a government bureaucrat, like, my worry is to have a balance between the social justice and markets. See, the social justice is something that actually we implement as a mandatory testing. See, the idea is the last man in the society should not be discriminated, and he should get services and products at a very fair and just manner, without hurting the basic, to see that he will meet, he will be receiving the fair price, the services and goods. For that, we have put a mandatory testing that particular specifications, parameters are essential if you want to really do business in my country. Because it is to see the safety, security, and indiscriminate market to do that. At the same time, we don't want to discourage the markets and innovation acceleration. So that's why we have a different scheme of certifications. They are called, I think it's not much visible in the slide, and I would love to share this kind of this information with you. We have a type approval certificate. If somebody has somebody has taken a technology transfer, we do the type approval. And then we have an interface approval. Somebody wants to bring they want to test only their interface approvals. Yes, we do test and then certify that. Especially this is the one, the third one, which I want to dwell little more time is, this is where actually when Ms. Kamala was talking, she was also concerned about this pilot testing, use case labs. So for these kind of things, we have a scheme called certificate of approvals. Certificate of approval is it is for suppose a startup, a use case like just now we have seen how Hyderabad in IIIT is doing. So this kind of innovators, they can walk to us, apply for a certificate of approval. They can present their products. We don't ask any specifications. We test at the manufacturer specifications, the innovator specifications, and we see the interoperability. We saw the basic things which that they should meet, like industry standards. We recommend them, we handhold them, and we give ultimately. And most important thing is for a small entrepreneur to get use case in a onboard testing. Onboard testing in the networks is very difficult as an individual to go, but we handhold you. TEC being a government organization, we request the operators. We handhold you to develop this kind of product, and ultimately I give you a certificate of approval. This is a government of India approval. It carries a lot of weight. So this carries a lot toward the globe. Like you can go to any other markets and sell your products and services because you have a certificate of approval from the TEC. And then the last is technology approval, any research organizations, like we have a CDOT in our ministry. They also come to us for many technology approval certificates that also we do. Can you please take me to next slide, please? I think it's taking time to display. Anyhow, I'll go ahead. See, these are the following essential requirements that TEC has published by our IoT division. It is headed by one of the senior officer like me, and it is this division has, as on date, have published IoT gateway, smart switch, and smart electric meters, feedback devices, and tracking devices. Can you take me to next slide? Next slide, please.
Sir, it is 7th slide. Should I move to next slide?
Yes, next slide, please.
Yeah, we can see the slide IoT gateway. IoT gateway, smartwatch feedback device.
Yeah, actually, this is actually just an information. We have 10 such designated labs, they work like our franchises. They are the labs under TEC. We have designated 10 labs for IoT gateway tests, and there are 12 labs for smartwatches, and there are around 7-8 labs for the feedback devices. So this is all the today's talk of the situation in India, and we love to join. And my very interesting recommendation is Ms. Pamela should work with the MRA division of this TEC to develop the test ecosystem in this country, to develop conformity assessment. You see, we develop the standards. Standards developing is not the end of the story. We have come up with many sets of standards like 5G, or many things. But where is your conformity assessment ecosystem here to challenge the international, competitive markets, to tell them, yes, this works here. This is the test, this is the certification. So this is where actually I think certifications is something that we have to spend a little more time than we are doing till date. So yes, standardization, no doubt, is one of the major important in the beginning, but the end of the story is certification. So, and ultimately, the certifications are useful even for our surveillance audits to control to monitor the implementation of your standards. So with this, I thank you. With this, I would like to conclude, and I don't want to waste a lot of your time. And I request Ms. Pamela to, I think if you feel it's impressive, you can talk to me, and we will work together on this. And I encourage everybody to join with me in developing the certificate of approvals, especially in the innovation side of new products. Thank you so much. I can be reached here in the following. Anytime you're welcome. We work very openly. Though we are a government, we are not a kind of bureaucratic hurdles, but we work very openly, and TEC is known for that. Thank you all. Thank you. With this, I close my.
Thank you, Mr. Prashant Panugatti. Thanks a lot, giving a policy perspective, new dimension to this testing and certification.